I'm back, baby. Hey YouTube, I'm back. Welcome or welcome back if it's not your first time. If it is your first time, my name is Maxine, and over here we are talking about clothes. We're talking about fashion. We're talking about styling said clothes. We are talking about special vintage pieces and all the things. I'm back, baby, and I know I've been away. I've been missing, and I will get into that a little bit later in the video. So stick around to the end, because I do feel like I, should maybe explain myself a little bit. Just if nothing else, out of courtesy for the people who click on my videos and watch my videos and subscribe and all of the things. So I feel like I owe you that much, okay? But anyway, I am back with a video, and as the thumbnail suggests, we're talking about spring, because spring is finally here. At least, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, it looks like it's actually coming this time. Okay, let's talk about that spring is here, and I was looking for a spring jacket. Do I need a spring jacket? No. We know I don't need a spring jacket. I don't need anything. But there were so many great offerings, and every time I went out and about, I kept seeing wonderful iterations of a spring jacket, because I was so looking forward to shedding the outer layers of heavy wool winter coats and parkas. But yeah, I saw a lot of good things while I was out and about. Before we get to that, let me talk about what I have on, because again, always forget to do that. This top, I love this top. It is like an elevated version of a sweatshirt. Yes, sweatshirt. It's got nippage at the waist. I love a waisted anything. And it's from H&M, and it's an amazing price. And it, as far as I know, is still available on sale right now. I'm pretty sure in the last video I showed you that I had gotten this in a butter yellow. This, I want to call it like a taupey, a dark taupe. That's what I would call it. Sort of leaning into that sort of olive green family, but definitely a taupe. And again, with the waist nippage, looks the same at the back. I'm just wearing my sweatpants because I'm in the house for the day. But yeah, well, for now, I'm trying to get out of here. So that's why I can't, okay. Get out of here. So that's what I'm wearing. I have this also in the butter yellow. Last I checked, it was 30% off, so in the $30 range, which is, I think, really, really good. It does have a sort of fleece on the inside, so really just really nice, really good quality, and an amazing price. And I think it also comes in a cream, so butter yellow, the cream, and this dark taupe. I also wanted to show a new piece of jewelry that I got from my favorite place, eBay. And that is this bangle. It's Taxco, and it's a mix of metals. So it is sterling silver, brass, and the middle part is copper. And I just love this. Look how beautiful this is. It's actually quite small. I do have a small wrist, but yeah. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so yeah, that's new in. And the rest are just the usual suspects that I'm always wearing. And yeah, that's my outfit for the day. It's not much of an outfit, but it's elevated casual bumming around the house. I got the most amazing shout out from my sister like a week ago. So Nisha Williams, who I consider to be my sister from another mister, because we are both into, all the things. The preppy look, the funky blazers, the funky shoes. Her shoe collection is way funkier than mine, okay? It is a thing of wonder and something everybody should see. She has got an amazing collection, and even more amazing is her denim collection. Her jeans, every time she styles a pair of jeans or she shows a new pair of jeans, I'm like, where did you get those? Where do you even find those things? So yeah, and she is also an amazing photographer. So Sister Nisha gave me a shout out, and I am returning the favor. It is at From Nisha's View, the fashion side. Nisha Williams, look her up. Her videos are so worth watching. I think she comes on like a couple of times a week, at least, on YouTube, like Thursdays and Sundays. She's also very active over on Instagram and does YouTube shorts. So yeah, just look for her everywhere. I'm going to prop up the name and check out her videos. Okay, let's get into the jackets. Okay. So, where are they? Okay, so the first thing I saw, and I might have already shown a couple of these in my last video. And let's start with the bomber jackets, because there are so many good bomber jackets right now. So, let's start off with one of my favorites that I saw, which is from H&M, and I'm going to crop that up. But I saw this light beige padded bomber, and I think I spoke about it in my last video. There's just something about it. And then the striped lining on the inside, I just really, really, really like it. I don't know. And then the cream color, I mean, it's so neutral. It'll go with everything. Anyway, like I said, I'm pretty sure I showed this already. So, yeah. But yeah, that's one. And then the other one that I saw that I really, really liked is sort of the same, except more of a traditional bomber with the, you know, that collar, that ribbed knit type collar, and in this really cool brown. It's actually described as dark brown, but I would say it's more like a chocolate brown, like milk chocolate brown when you see it, and I really love that. I love the color, if nothing else. It's padded, so I feel like it's the kind of thing you throw on a hoodie underneath the way they've shown it in the picture, and that's perfect for this kind of weather that we're having right now. Okay, so those are the two bomber jackets that I really loved. And of course, if we're going to do something much more elevated, there is a Massimo Dutti suede, red suede. I absolutely love it. And I cannot remember how much that was going for. But Massimo Dutti. So a lot, right? Like not cheap, but absolutely gorgeous. And you know Massimo, come on. Their leathers and suedes, soft, supple, yummy, yummy, buttery, buttery. Love it, love it, love it. Was not going to spend that money, particularly because I already have a red suede trucker type jacket. And if you follow me on Instagram, I just did a little challenge over there where I was wearing that jacket. So that's, you know, yeah, you can check it out there. But I already have red suede, so not something I was actually contemplating getting, but you know, just admiring, okay? Yeah. So that's it for the bombers, really. I then fell in love, because you know I'm always looking at Zara and what they have to offer, just like everybody else who's into fashion. And I did see a couple of really cool safari type jackets. And this one is described as a long high collar jacket, you know, that the high neck thing is still very much on vogue right now. So yeah, I really like it. I had sort of a little slightly shorter version of this in almost the same color that I'd had for years and years and years from Esprit. But it got a little bit, you know what I mean, snug. And so it was tight. And I had to let it go. Let it go. And so I thought this would be a perfect replacement for that. So I was considering it, had it in the cart, you know, waiting for the sale, the mythical who knows when it's happening sale, because Zara, they just do their thing whenever they feel like doing it every year. And we just have to go along for the ride, okay? And hope that what we want is still there. And if not, then you just pay the money, honey, because it depends on how badly you want it, okay? So there was that. And in that same vein, I feel like everybody had offerings in this type of jacket, the safari type jacket. I really contemplated getting the one from H&M because it was marked down from whatever it was initially, I think $74 to $41, $41.99, something like that. And I tried it on and I actually liked it. And I would say it was sort of a hybrid between a safari jacket and the barn jacket because of the collar, but it was very, very, very thin, like no real substance to it. Great in terms of style, but not something that I could wear right now. I think even with a sweater, it would be just, it's just very light and unlined too, as far as I remember. So yeah, no. So there was that. Banana Republic has a version of it. But mostly the safari type jackets that I saw were at H&M. They have a few good versions of those, and for the most part pretty reasonable. Depends on what reasonable is, like, you know, under 100 for sure, right? Also this parka, I saw this parka at Zara from their ZW collection. And I love this. I really, really had that in my cart and was like, yeah, I think that's the one. But I don't know, it was too much like, I mean, as you can see, it's a little bit longer than most of the other jackets, the bombers and the, you know, the sort of hip length safari. This looks like it would be slightly longer than that. I mean, the model's taller and it's reaching her mid-thigh. So I'm thinking on me, it would probably be closer to my knees. And I didn't want something that really comes off more as a coat or short version of a coat than as a, you know, spring jacket. So I still really like it and I love the color. And then the barn coat. As much as it is trending and has been trending for the last little while, it's not new, right? It's been around for a very long time. We're talking about something that was, you know, the barber coat. It's like Sloane Ranger look from the 70s, well, 80s really, from the 80s and probably even beyond that. So of course, once I sort of developed an interest in it, which is only because I saw the Prada version. OMG. So I'm going to crop up a picture of Tracy Ellis Ross wearing the Prada version of the barn coat. And that's when I really started looking at the barn coat in a whole different light. Just recently, by the way, because I saw the distressing on that coat. I love a distressed anything. If you've been following me for a minute, then you know that I love a good distressed anything. And I'm going to look. This is over a year old, I'm sure, from Zara, okay? And do you see this? You see these? It's, I love this. I love this from the minute I saw it. But as soon as I saw it, I was all over it. It's got all of this distressing on there. And where is it all? On the edges, on the edge of the sleeve, right? Look at that. And then of course, just all the pockets actually go in here, the pockets. There's even a little pocket on the back, if you can see that. And yeah, distressing is, I'm all about the distressing. So when I saw the Prada version of the barn coat, that's when I became interested in a barn coat. Before that, I was like, oh, yeah, everybody's wearing this thing. And whatever. It looked kind of heavy, bulky, whatever. And again, just because it was trending, I was like, eh. but saw the Prada version. The Prada version, by the way, I think runs between $5,000 and $7,000. But then I got interested in just finding my own version of that. And I went online, and eBay does have some offerings, because you know I was going to say eBay, right? Yeah. So eBay does have some versions of this, and some that have been beat up because they're old. But honey, they were not cheap either. A lot of them were going for over $100. So yeah, the search was on, okay, for the challenge. And so Banana Republic had one. Again, not cheap, because you know how they do. And the safari style jacket that I saw at H&M that I wanted is actually, like I said, a hybrid between the barn coat and a safari jacket, because it's got the safari type of, you know, cinching at the waist and all that, but with the big faux leather collar. Love it, but again, you know, too thin, too unsubstantial for the weather. And then I saw, which is being billed as a utility jacket, another one at H&M that sort of fit that sort of barn jacket aesthetic with the, is this a corduroy? It's a corduroy collar. But you know what I did not like about that? I did not like where it hit me. It hit me kind of on a weird place of my hips, probably like the widest part. And so then just looked, I don't know, kind of awkward to me. But had the weight and the, you know, the heft that I was looking for in a spring jacket. But, and the price was $65, something like that. Not terrible either. But just, yeah, no, I didn't like, I liked everything about it except the length. I thought the length could be better. So, yeah. Those are the jackets. Those are the jackets that I saw out and about while looking for a spring jacket. I'm going to show you what I got in. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I've had from before. So I just showed you the Zara one, which is this. But this, again, very, very, very light. Also short, unlined. And so really good for those spring nights where you just need to throw something on, even in the summer, if it gets really, really cool at nighttime. And then there's this one. You all have seen this one before. I've had this now for well over a year. This came from Winners. I think I did a whole thing on it. Not a whole thing. It was part of a haul that I did where I was all giddy about having gotten this for under $40 for sure. I think it was 30-something. And just because it has all of this stuff going on with it, right? It's got the toggles to pull it in. I love the particular length of it. I mean, that's kind of the same length as the one I was just complaining about from H&M, the barn jacket, but it's a barn jacket. I want a barn jacket to be like a little bit, you know, like longer, right? I don't want it to be a cropped version. But I loved this because, you know, it just has all the things, all the little extras and stuff, and a hood. So really good in a substantial hood, like look at that. So yeah, really good for, you know, just those spring showery days. So yeah, already seen this. So have this. I know. I'm always talking about sustainability, overconsumption, all of the things. I am the choir, okay? Just full admission, I'm the choir. I'm preaching to the choir and it's me. Okay. Then there's this. I've shown this too. I got this. This is totally reversible. So you've got what could be considered a pale green khaki, more like a beige almost, whatever. And then you have the very dark olive green on the other side. And it's a twofer and it was like 30 bucks. Wasn't leaving this. Show you what it looks like on because I actually think it looks good with this sweatshirt. So another one that's all the way down here by the hip. I love this, and I love the fact that it is totally reversible, so I can turn it around, wear it the other way. This is new. So in all of that trekking that I was doing around H&M, for the most part. Speaking of bomber jacket, safari, the high neck, this is sort of like a hybrid of all of those things. And it's got this funky cool lining too, right? Still got the price on there because just got it. I had to do it. Show you. First of all, the color. This is my color. Along with the dark olive army green, I love this neutral, khaki, minimalist, whatever you want to call it. Love this color because it just goes with everything, right? So then it's got the high neck thing, which I always love because I don't love my neck, to be honest with you. But also I just like this look, right? This is, I paid full price because it is not on sale and sold out of the extra large, which is what this is, online anyway. Might be able to find it in store if you search around. But also, yeah, just when I tried it on, it was like, you got me. But yeah, I love this jacket. I really love this jacket. I really do. And one more. So as I was saying about the barn jacket, so I started to be interested in the barn jacket, right? When I saw the Prada. So I decided that I wanted to at least explore the idea of a barn jacket. And so I checked some out. There is a really rather gorgeous red one at the Gap. It's a nice jacket. Not spending the money for the Prada, although, girl, if I had it like that, no, probably not. Okay, but finally, I found a barn coat that I thought, oh, you know what? Let me show you. Here she is. But this color. Look at this color. I am obsessed with blues this season. And I know cobalt blue is a thing, and I feel like nobody's really talking about this color, but I am in love with this color. This barn jacket hit all of those checkpoints. It is padded. Look at that quilted lining. So substantial, perfect for the weather now. And then look at the collar. Dark espresso, well, dark brown corduroy. But yeah, I am in love with this jacket. I love this. I love this color. I actually think of this color kind of as a neutral. Right? It's got the pockets up here, your phone, your keys, whatever. You've got more pockets here. I love the length of it. Let me show you where it comes to. I mean, it's the other one I was talking about came to more like here, which is my widest part, and it just wasn't very flattering. But this, I feel like it's just the perfect length, just past my bum at the back. But yeah, it's the color for me. I gotta admit it. I mean, and everything else. It just hits all the boxes. But yeah, I love this color. With the brown, just wearing it with browns, like some brown jeans. Yeah. And even, look at this. Look at that. Look at it. The dark brown with the orange with this color, like, you can't tell me nothing. Okay? And even my Uniqlo sort of carry-all that I just chuck on when I'm just out and about doing stuff, like, look at that against the blue. Like, it's blue, but it's neutral, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is a color that would look good with just about everything. So, yeah. I feel like these last two pieces, how, this way, like this, okay, yes, T, love them down, love this jacket. It is very warm and I'm starting to sweat, okay, so I'm gonna take it off, but yeah. What do you think? Okay, so I think I had started to say that the reason I ended up grabbing it at full price is because they sold out of the large. I was initially watching the large. I think, were they sold out of the extra large? Something like that. Or it was coming soon and it sold out. And I was like, oh no, no, we can't have this. So that's it, folks. That is the spring jacket. I don't really want to call it a haul. I mean, there's two of the things are new and the rest are not. Two jackets, and I love them. And I just wanted to bring you the latest and greatest of the spring jacket collection that is available out there still to this day. Okay, so yeah, that's it. We've come to the end of the spring jacket thing. But okay, I did say that I wanted to talk about why I've been missing. And it's really not that deep. I went through a bit of a rough winter. The weather was abysmal. I mean, crappy. We would sometimes experience what seemed like at least 3 of our 4 seasons all in one day. Snow, hail, light rain, and a little bit of sun, and then 20 centimeters expected by 5 o'clock in the evening. So it was too much. And also no sunlight. This is the most sun I've seen in a little while, actually. So we had just dark, dreary, and I think that stuff really affects your mood. It really does. SAD is real. Seasonal affective disorder is a real thing, and it is caused by total lack of any kind of sunlight. I had a bunch, you know, I'm recovering from the knee surgery thing. It's kind of a tough place to be in because the experts, I'm putting that in air quotes, okay? Or as my daughter used to call them, finger brackets. I'm putting them in finger brackets because the experts say, just put stuff out. It doesn't matter if it's any good. Just put it out. Put it out there, get it out, be consistent. So that's how you'll grow. And I do believe that that's true, that you have to be consistent, and that is how you grow and get views and clicks and likes and all the things. I, you know, sometimes get into my Lauryn Hill mode, and I love Lauryn Hill, so not coming for her, but I'm just saying, you know, sometimes I'm in the spirit has to move me. The spirit has to move me. I have to be in the mood. I have to have stuff to talk about that I'm excited to talk about. And if I don't, anything can happen. Or more likely, nothing will happen. But I'm going to try. I'm trying. We're going to make it happen. I believe in me. I believe in me, and hopefully you'll be able to eventually believe in me too. Okay? And then that's how we make it happen. So that's it, folks. That's all the whining, that's all the showing, that's all the, yeah, okay. So I think, yeah, done. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. If you were able to stick out this entire video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know that always. I say it and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Okay, thank you. Just thank you. I'm grateful. Please check me out on Instagram. It is the only other platform that I actually do. Okay. So yeah, I'm over there, Renaissance Max 29. I always forget that part. Renaissance Max 29, I think or is that me on YouTube? And then it's Renaissance Max on Instagram. Ciao. Just look it up. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Thank you again. And, you know, do all the things, right? Like, give me a thumbs up, which is a like, and comment below on anything that you want to comment on, okay? Respectfully. and I will see you in my next video. And if that will be next week. Okay. Thank you. Have a great week. Bye-bye, YouTube friends and family. See you in the next one. Okay. Ciao.